Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? And it's Friday for all you working people, and it's Friday for me. But I don't work. That's the joy of it. I love Fridays, and I love Tuesdays and Mondays. But anyhow, let's get back to this. It's wee Paddy from across the shop, and you've seen by the title, I traded my Jack Wolf knife, the Pioneer. Now, you're going to say that's a bit strange, Paddy. Like, I wasn't keen on the cover material on it. Um, it was just maybe just a step too modern for me in a, all right, albeit a modern traditional. I just didn't get the Ultim. It didn't click with me, and I wanted it, but it didn't click when I got it in hand. But the knife was so good. I was loath to do anything with it because I just loved the knife in use. It is a modern sodbuster. It's not a sodbuster, it's a Pioneer Jack, but it is, to me, a modern sodbuster. And if anybody knows me, you know I love, I mean, I have had quite a few of these, and I just love the GEC sodbuster because to me, this is a hard use sodbuster. You can see the blade thickness. I'll just give you a quick look, and it's the reasons why I traded the knife. This is a great hard use. It's in 1095. I can do almost anything with it. It really is just a superb steel for hard work, and I love this knife. I love the size of it, and it's exactly the same sort of size as what the Jack Wolf was. So it really was a difficult decision because when you love a knife and the only thing that stops you loving it to wanting to have it in your collection is just a cover material, it's very frustrating. And it's £275 knife. It's an investment piece, but to me, this is an EDC sodbuster. It really is. It's a looker. It's not going to get the patina. This is a working knife to me. This is an EDC high-end working sodbuster. I just love it. I really do love it. S90V is good, tough steel. It'll last for ages. And it's just, for me, EDC, it's just perfect. You're not going to ever have to worry about sharpness during your day's work unless you're doing something absolutely out of this world that's difficult. Anyhow, let's stop there. I traded it. And what did I trade for, I hear you asking? Well, I traded it for a Jack Wolf Pioneer because it was the only knife in the world that I wanted to trade it for. Because I loved the knife that much. If you hadn't heard my voice, I loved it. I just didn't like the cover. So I decided to do something different. I went on one of my slip joint groups and I put it up. Would anybody like to trade for my Jack Wolf knife in Ultim? Because I know it was the first to sell out and a lot of people maybe didn't get it. And within an hour, I had somebody came back at me and said, look, I'd wanted the Ultimate. It was the only one I wanted. And I didn't get it. I missed it by 2 minutes. He'd been late at work, this fella. I don't give him his name out because I haven't cleared it with him. But he said, yeah, I would love to have it. And he would do a trade. And I'd said that all I wanted was the blue carbon fibre in the Pioneer. And he said, well, I haven't got one. I didn't buy one because that was all I wanted was the Ultimate version. But he says, well, I'd said to him, I said, well, look, there's still a couple left at Frank's Knives, Fraymar Knives, who provides the knives over here in the UK. And he said, okay, give me a couple of minutes. I'll order you a knife. And he did. It was a bit longer than a couple of minutes, but he went over, he ordered me the knife, got it sent to me, and I sent him my Ultimate version to him the next morning so that he would get it the following day, the same as if he'd bought it from Fraymar Knives. Because I wanted to do that just to make sure that he got it. And he done that. And that's how we ended up. We both got a knife we want, and I'm over the moon. It's a great way, and I would definitely do it again for a cover that I'm not over pleased about. But I'm going to show you the knife because it's been too long. So this is what I traded for. I traded for the blue carbon fibre. Look at this. There's not much blue on this side. There is flecks, and this is nice. You know, there's flecks all over it. You've got deeper ones on this side. But it's not over flecky, but it doesn't matter. The carbon fibre is just beautiful. It really is lovely. I think it's dark matter carbon fibre, but it is absolutely stunning. You can see the blue on that side now. There is blue in it, but this camera is not really picking it up. But I am so glad I did because it just finished this knife off for me. Now, this is exactly what I want in this knife. Now, that's not saying anything against Ultim. It's a great material and other people love it, but I just didn't get it. I don't think I'd ever have another Ultim knife, but that's just me. But I do know the standard and quality of Jack Wolf knives, carbon fiber or dark matter carbon fiber. Whichever I've had, it's always been good. And it's a good stable material, doesn't damage easily. This is just beautiful. In hand, I have exactly the same feeling with this as I do with this. There we go. See them together. There we go. They're about, in fact, they are exactly the same size. So this is my working version that I use regularly. And this is now my beautiful EDC one that I'll keep in a nice pouch. I just, it's, it's lovely. I thought I was gonna, have a knife that would sit. I would, would use it, but I would never have that feeling you get with a knife. If you want a favorite knife, it has to be everything. It has to be the blade, the steel, the handle, the workings, the sheer workmanship of a Jack Wolf knife, and to have a cover material that was just that wee thing, let's be honest, it's a knife and it's going to cut the same as every other Jack Wolf Pioneer, but I am over the moon that I got this one. I really am. It has just absolutely finished off a beautiful knife. If you've never tried a Jack Wolf knife, honestly, to me, this is one of the best buys that it's got because it's a knife that you can work, although it is expensive, but it's a knife that you can work with, use, and hand down. This is just beautiful, and that swedge on top of it, it's cut at a really strange angle, and it makes this blade seem less deep than what it is. I mean, there is literally no difference between these two in the depth of the blade. So Oh, I'm going to get so much pleasure. So if you're over at the Sharp Show next weekend, I'll have this with me. Stop me, ask me, have a look at it, cut a few things with it. It's beautiful. Now, Frank still has a few left, but not many. If you're still interested, get over to Frank's at Frame Our Knives. Frame Our Knives, I'll put down, it's just frameourknives.co.uk. You go onto his site and you can buy it on the site. I honestly couldn't... Now, if you can afford it, which is always the case, I highly, highly recommend this knife. If you want a modern sod buster you could take it anywhere. It doesn't look a threatening knife, but it's got, a good size of a blade on it. It's got, it's a 3-inch backspine, but look at this here. It goes, and it's a hollow grind. And it is just a gem as a working knife. Honestly, it just eats through material. Just eats through it. And if nothing else, it doesn't look like a working knife, but it just acts like a working knife because it is. It's got all the right ingredients for a modern day. For somebody who likes modern steels, tick. For somebody who likes titanium, tick. For somebody who likes carbon fiber, Ultim, or just plain titanium, tick. You can get everything in this knife that's going to suit everybody. Well, nearly everybody. I still want jigged bone. But that might come eventually. We'll just never say never. But yeah, to go back again, I'm excited. It's like I've had another little birthday present. I love my Jack Wolf knives. They entertain me, even if sometimes they're not my particular favourite. The fact that I'm seeing, I still see every single time, I still see that workmanship, the attention to detail. I love this 3-ring bolster. I think it's amazing. But there we go. I'm excited, Paddy, and it's made my weekend an even brighter place. So I'm going to leave you now. I'm sorry about all the waffle, but I am excited again about this knife. If you want one and you're in the UK or even in Europe, check out Frame Our Knives. He's got a few left. There's no Ultim left, I know that, and there's no, what else was the other one? Anyway, there's a few left in a couple of categories. If you want one, just go and get one. Take care. Paddy's away. Bye-bye now. Have a great weekend. Bye.